Truckers X TV on air. We are now live in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Layton's Mystery Journey. In the previous episode, we investigate outside the mansion. Today's episode, we're at the wharf. Hopefully, we're going to solve this case for today. If you have this episode, make sure to hit the like button, support us, great appreciate the channel as we're going to investigate this place through. Whew, what a pong. You certainly know what this van is used for, wouldn't you?
It's dark and dingy, cramped and fishy. It's like being inside the belly of an enormous whale or something. It's very invigorating.
In what way?
Rex, if you're in here, come on out now.
Nice try, Pinstripes, but it's not going to be that easy.
Perhaps he's already slipped out of the van and gone somewhere else.
Hello, Paponio.
Hello, I'm very sorry, but I'm really not interested in buying Paponio.
Okay, no problemo. Maybe you like this cute bunny puzzle instead.
Bunnies? Hoppy bunnies. The bunnies.
Some rabbits are playing in the field. The rule is that they have to go between the two other What? Some rabbits are playing in the field. The rule is that they have to go between the two other rabbits whenever they move. And it looks like they all want to end up on a patch of flowers. Help all the rabbits find their way to some flowers. Touch a rabbit to see where you can go and decide which one to move. Where you can't move the same rabbit twice in a row. That one's already there. What? No comment.
Thank you. That was a cute puzzle. You were right.
You did it! You solved the puzzle. You are a very clever solver of puzzles. Now, let's see how you dance. Alrighty then.
Oh, what a grand waste of time.
Oh, has there been some kind of incident here?
Oh no, I wouldn't be calling it an incident now. All that happened was I was after loading everything onto the ship back there when a snowy white cat jumped out of me from the hold.
A snowy white cat?
That's what I said. I jumped out like a tiger, so it did. Anyway, now that they're thinking there could be more cats hiding on board, so they're doing a full-blown search. It'll be late getting away, I tell ya.
What happened to the cat that jumped out at you?
I'm blessed if I know. The daft thing bolted off at a fair old speed, so it did.
I see. Well, thank you. You've been very helpful.
Coins? Anywhere? It's a busy place, this wharf, isn't it?
Look at that boat. That's just about to leave now. What are you supposed to... That's carrying?
Bananas, I think. Probably imported from overseas and now being delivered to somewhere else along the river. I do like rivers and boats. I'd love to jump on one now and sail away.
Oh well, miss, if you will, I will.
Leaving a dog in charge of the business. Good thinking, Jane. Good thinking.
I'm sure you can handle things, Cheryl.
Well, obviously I could. In fact, the Holmes detective consultant... The Sherlock Holmes detective consultancy, I don't care. That almost sounds believable.
You have to move the office to Barker Street, though.
Are you mocking me? What's that?
It's a dog's barking, isn't it? Can you understand what it's saying, Cheryl?
It caught me off guard. I didn't catch what it said.
Really? Even with those enormous ears of yours?
That's right, even with my enormous ears.
Oh well. If you didn't hear it, it can't be helped.
Maybe something's going on over there.
Yes, you could be right. Let's go investigate.
Where? The other side. Hold up, let me fully investigate this place. Let's see if we can get any coins. 1 hidden coin. Flames is so what? Ooh. A statue. Smoke in the air. No, nothing. We only found 1 hidden coin. I'm amazed. Oh well. Next up, footpath in the river.
Ah, way back before I frick. I've already. What happened? Wait. No, maybe not, actually. Or maybe.
Yes, we have met. On the last day of the Riverside Festival, it was.
Oh, the Riverside Festival. Now you mention it. I thought there might be been a festival going on by the name. Yes.
Gosh, I don't know if we'll get much useful information out of this chap. I'm sure we'll. Don't worry, I mean, I can barely remember what I had for dinner last night, but you don't have to worry about my state of mind, do you? Actually, did I even have dinner last night?
As if that's up for that debate. So, what are you all doing there? Near by the river, a spot, or fishing? Or just looking for company, is it?
Actually, we're looking for a missing cat. You haven't seen a white cat around these parts recently, have you?
Yes, I've seen it alright. Really?
Oh, hoorah! We found Rex at last. Well, hopefully.
Look, it's just over there now. Wait a minute, where'd it go?
You're not talking about... That's actually a dog, Mr. Fisher.
No, you mentioned it. I'm not sure if it was a cat, so perhaps it was a catfish, or was it a dog?
Huh. Looks like we're now closer to finding Rex after all. I think it must have been that stray over there we heard barking before, don't you? The rats are your area, Cheryl. Sorry, I mean dogs.
I don't know what that means.
I heard that alright. Leave the yapper to me. I'll find out what he's so excited about.
Hey, old young chap. Oh, we're gonna get a quiz from this guy, aren't we? Let's look around real quick. 1 hidden coin. Wait. 2 hidden coins. This guy. No. Let's get a quiz out of him.
Make no mistake, I'm not scratching my head over a puzzle, never.
If you'd like me to solve a puzzle for you, just come straight out with it. Ask for help.
Alright. Number 50. Ham in the Hamsters. Oh, what the heck? Here we have 11 hamsters. If they're all together when their cage is being cleaned, they start to fight with each other, so they need to be separated into their own individual spaces. Using these 3 enclosures, slide the enclosures to move them and place them. Basically the same thing with the chicks, except that they have to be separated. Got it.
Is an interesting one. Puzzles are made for solving.
You did it. They seem fairly calm when they're eating. Perhaps they didn't need separating them after all. There, all done. Are you happy now?
Ah, so that's the answer at last, huh?
Next up, the dog.
Excuse me, have you got a minute?
Oh god. Oh god. Why is this happening?
What's happening, home? You don't look like you necessarily administratively. Yeah, I get fed. Thanks for the concern. Actually, me and my friends are here looking for a cat. Have you seen any around? This place is crowd counts. Hound. I've bumped into more than I count just today even. What is this? But if you're looking for a fatty of a puss, that's what all over. Well, then maybe I can help you out. Yes, that's exactly what we're looking for. Really? Lucky, huh? Well, Howard, the white cat just went shooting away from the wharf like a cat out of hell. Where did it go? Where did it run to? Chill, Hound, chill. It hasn't gone far, but it's a tricky kind of place. A tricky place? What kind of place? See that bridge over there? The cat you're looking for bolted out of the wharf and straight up to the top of that. It did? What did it go all the way up there for? Well now, Hound, that would be because of me. That's what all the yapping was before? I prefer to call it barking, not yapping. You see, when it bolted off to the wall, it woke me up. I was having a sweet dream, Hound, a sweet dream. The stupid monk trotted on my tail and startled me. And you got angry and chased it up. Huh. Sorry, Hound, never occurred to me a fellow canine would be looking for a clumsy mug. Well, never mind. You couldn't even known. Anyway, Hound, what's the deal with you? Your owner's got you doing detective work for them or something? That's rough. Tell me about it. I have no idea how I end up in this mess. I mean, at least I'm not bored, but no one ever says good boy to me despite all the hard work I put in. But if you ever get sick of being boss around, you can come and hang out with me, Hound. Us strays, I've got pretty good. It's a dog's life, right? Thanks, I remember that. You take care now. Oh my god, he's desperate.
Is everything alright, Cheryl?
Yep, I don't know what that dog's name was, but he was calling him Bingo. But I'm calling him Bingo. He says he saw a fat white cat.
Really, that's wonderful. Does he know where it went?
Apparently it climbed to the top of the tower of the bridge over there. I suggest we go and fetch it down before it runs off somewhere even harder to reach.
Good idea. Come along then, you two. Let's hurry.
The tail, the head of this scheme.
Okay, we're almost done.
To the tower, the bridge. Back to map. Cat, up there, cat.
How did it get its up all the way up there? Good gracious, we must help it down at once. What if it fell? Alright everyone, let's just move really slowly so we don't scare it.
Well, what do we have here? Why?
Okay. Running on empty. The bus only has 3 liters of fuel left. It's going to run out before it reaches destination. There are 10 people on the bus at the moment, and it can travel 5 miles on 1 liter of fuel. For each person that gets off the bus, it can travel 1 mile further. If all people get off the bus and 2 liters of the fuel has been added, how many miles can the bus... What? Math. Me no good. The bus only has 3 liters of fuel. It's going to run out before it reaches destination. There are 10 people on the bus at the moment, and it can travel 5 miles on 1 liter of fuel. For each person that gets off the bus, it can travel 1 mile further. If all the people get off the bus and 2 liters of fuel has been added, how many miles can the bus travel? So basically, it can travel 5 miles on 1 liter. We have 3 liters. Each person that gets off the bus, it can travel 1 mile farther. It can travel 5 miles on 1 liter. So if one person gets off the bus, it can travel 1 mile further. If all people get off the bus and 2 liters of fuel has been added, how many miles can the bus travel? If all the people get off the bus. Now, are we talking about like all the people except the driver or what? That's the main thing. You still have the driver. The driver is the one that's running the bus. The bus cannot drive itself. if 2 liters of fuel has been added. So one person, there's 10 people. 10 people, 5 miles of... It can travel 5 miles on 1 liter. It has 3 liters of fuel left. 1 mile equals 5 miles equals 1 liter. If it can travel 1 mile farther. So 5 for each person. There's a total of 10 people. 10 people, 3 liters left. So say we have 3 liters. I don't know the right measurements, but we're gonna say liters. 3 lits. We have 10 people. So if it takes 5 miles on 1 liter, so 5 miles equals 1 liter of the freaking tank. That means 2 remaining. How many more miles can the bus travel if one person keeps for each person that gets off the bus right now? So let's say 9. So 5 miles equals 1 liter. 5 miles equals 1 liter. 5 miles equals 1 liter. So the more... We only have 3 liters remaining. Talking about the mileage that we have. Each person gets off. It can travel 1 mile. So basically, 5 miles. 1 person gets off. And 1 person can travel 1 mile farther. So basically, let's say 9. 9 plus 5. Freaking 14, right? So that it can go for 14 miles. And if all the people get off the bus and 2 liters of fuel has been added, how many more? So if all the people, so let's say, if we get to the gas station, we have 14 miles remaining after 1 liter, after using 1 liter, after traveling 14 miles, and then 2 more has been added. So that's double, 28. So the estimate that we can get out of this, so we have 14 miles originally. Say if we leave the driver alone, logically, because you can't run a bus without a driver. So that means after 1 mile, it can drive 14 miles. After 1 liter, that's 14 miles. Plus the 2 liters it has, times 2. Or basically, originally, 1 mile, another 14, that's basically 8, 2, 1, 42, right? I probably got my math wrong on this one. Yeah, it's 42. 42. And then, can you please? 42 times 2, 64. Let's try 64. If it's not, then my math is wrong and I have no idea what could be your answer. We could try 14. But we have to leave the driver alone. Unless there actually are 10 people. Unless there are 10 people on the bus. Literally, 10 people on the bus. And if you exclude the driver, then okay, that would make sense. But we're going to consider the driver as the 10th person. Because literally, who's in there right now? You have to consider the driver as well.
Here's an interesting one.
Oh.
That's not like me.
Fell. Are you missing something? Try again. My math is wrong. Literally. Okay, back to the drawing board. So, what did I consider? It's 14 and 15, and we can consider 15. And we consider 15 as a possibility. 15, 3. In total, 3, 4, 3, 45. And another bonus of 2. Right here. 670. Let's try that.
I've seen
70
how to
miles.
solve this now.
Nope.
Oh,
What's the real
that's
answer?
not like me.
I'm not good in math. Let's try again. What's the real answer? 5 times 3 equals 15. 2 times 5 is 10. I was considered as 15, then that's 10. If we're not saying... Why? Oh my god.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
The reason why is because... Oh my god, the answer was literally right there. I kept saying it because the driver. And it did... Nice and red, it says... Let's go back to the freaking problem. Let's go back to the problem right now. Let's go back to the problem right now. Now, what type of freaking puzzle is this? A logical... Why is it always the logical ones that I'm always having so trouble with? Literally. What logic is there? Well, above all else, I was right about how there are 10 people on the bus. And then for each piece that gets off, blah, blah. If all the people get off the bus, and 2 has been added, how many more miles can the bus travel? If all the people get off the bus, how many more miles can the bus travel? Okay. This would have been much more better if this was more highlighted in red. If this right here was highlighted in red. So that way it makes it more logical sense. Can the bus travel? Can. Sure, you get all the people get off the bus. But how many miles can the bus travel? But it's... I was saying it the entire time, but still. Really. That's all I can say. Zoom in on that cat.
How do we get a cat down from all the way up there?
Don't worry, Shell. There's a simple way to recover things from high up places.
51. Stair blocks. Stack all the boxes to make a stairway with no gaps. From the start point at the bottom left to the top of the cliff to the right. People can only climb steps 1 level at a time and cannot climb 2 steps of 2 levels or more. Remember, there must be no gaps underneath any blocks. Slide the box to move them. Tetris! That's all it is.
I've seen how to solve this now. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
During ice cream.
Ew, safely back on the ground. That was a paw in the mouth moment.
Now, we just have to ascertain if this cat really is Rex or not.
Of course it is. It's a spinning image of the photograph of Doobly's place.
Perhaps, but there's something not quite right.
What's this?
It's a female. You're right, Cheryl, just like the skin we found in the shed in the garden. I think it's female. Gosh, hello there, Miss Tate. If I'm not mistaken, you're the mayor's secretary. Oh, God. There it is.
Yes, well, no, I mean, this is cat.
Well, I can see that it's a cat, yes.
No, it's my cat. I just call her, Cat.
Ridiculous name.
Oh dear, I hope I haven't upset your dog. No, don't worry, he's just admiring the name. So, this cat is your pet, Miss Tate? Yes, definitely. I mean, well, she has a red ribbon and red collar, so I'm quite, sure. I found her at the wharf, you know. I suppose that's why she, always sneaks onto boats.
Well, that would explain what she was doing on the banana boat.
So we got the wrong cat, huh?
Well, we still rescued from the danger, didn't we?
Yes, thank you again. I'll have some stern words with her.
Yes, I think that would be wise.
Gosh, we've been chasing the wrong cat all this time?
I don't believe it. I was sure we had the right animal.
The right animal? Where did we slip up, I wonder?
Well, all we can do now is keep wandering around the city and looking for more cats. Great.
More cats. More cats.
The worst part is, I thought I actually cracked the case. This is a real blow for Agent Cheryl. It's a minute, Cat, but I think you're right. Gut instinct is what sorts the dogs from the paps for when it comes to detective work. I'm all out of ideas. I think we're going to need you to act one of your hunches if we're going to solve this one.
Well, perhaps. Alright, let's solve this case once and for all. Let's solve it. Hello?
Ah.
Is that your head working on your gut?
I think I almost worked out where we went wrong.
What do you mean, miss?
For a while now, I have a feeling there's something fundamentally wrong with our investigation.
You had a feeling? So it is your gut then.
As I said, Cheryl, I prefer to call it miraculous instinct. And miraculously, I'm about to pinpoint where we made a mistake.
Are you sure, miss?
We better put our heads together, Pinstripes, while her gut's busy rumbling.
If only we were looking for a dog, I could probably have tracked him down.
A dog? Ah, that's an interesting point, Cheryl. Madame Dublé never actually said that Rex was a cat, did she? We just assumed that because of all the cat decorations and toys at her residence.
You're right! How could we have been so stupid? And with a name like that, of course Rex isn't a cat. Rex is a dog.
Iguana!
A iguana?
I thought it was strange for someone who loves cats so much not to have any cat food in the house. But the nibbled plants, the teeth marks on the fruit. Yes, it's all unmistakably iguanary.
But she loves cats, doesn't she?
She had all those cat decorations and things as a way of controlling Rex. To stop him finding his way into parts of the house she didn't want him in. In other words, she was using the fact that iguanas dislike cats to contain him without having to resort to a cage.
Oh, I'm starting to think I might like iguanas.
What is that noise outside?
Although, now I'm even more stumped. An iguana could be hiding anywhere.
On the contrary, if Rex is an iguana, there's only one place he can be. There! We know he loves bananas. There were banana skins all over Madame Dublé's home. So, Rex is on that boat. I'm 60% certain of it.
60%? Does that qualify as certain?
Not really.
Oh, great.
We made it.
Darling! My precious Rexy Wexy! Where have you been?
I don't understand. I thought the white cat in the picture was Rex.
Oh, goodness me, no. Look, Rex's picture is there, underneath that big ugly cat. Oh, why did you run away, you bad, bad boy?
I think he had good reason. Don't you?
I beg your pardon, young lady.
Don't you think he ran away because of all the feline trimmings around here? He can't stand cats. It's hardly surprising that he wanted to escape.
Oh, but that's because I can't stand the idea of locking my precious Wexy Wexy in a cage. He's family, you know. You don't cage family. That would be cruel.
Don't you think it's even more cruel to deliberately surround someone with things they detest?
Well, when you put it like that, I suppose.
If you really love your pet as much as you say you do, you should swap all these cat knickknacks for iguana goods.
What a suggestion!
According to this letter from Madame Doublé, she's seen a great improvement in Rex's behavior since installing all the iguana decor. He's stopped soiling the furniture, and she no longer needs to confine him to particular parts of the house.
What an amazing turnaround. When an owner treats her pet right, great things happen. Isn't that right, Cat?
No, Shirl, it's not. Iguanas are just very territorial animals. With all the cat pictures and ornaments changed to iguana ones, Rex feels the house is his patch now, that his territory is established.
So that's the reason. Oh, Miss Layton, brilliant as always.
Oh, please.
So Rex returned to his home. Hold up. And Madame Doublé learned to care for her pet in a less oppressive way. While for me and my Layton detective agency, the successful resolution of the case led to all sorts of new inquiries. And with that, since Madame Doublé told all her rich friends about how wonderful you are, we've had a number of new inquiries. I'll pop all the details up on here to notice board for you, and you can choose which you're going to tackle next. Wow. Let's end this episode off. Smashing. Like, comment, subscribe. Shrek is Steve, and I'm signing out. Oh, great. We got four new cases. Oh, God. Yeah, now we know where to go through. Like, comment, subscribe. Shrek is Steve, and I'm signing out.